So we're here at Just Tune right now, and I asked him if we could dyno the M3 since we beat his Roush the other day in it. So we're gonna throw the M3 on the dyno. Let's see what it makes. All right, we got the M3 on the dyno. What's your guesses?
507.
507. I'm gonna go with 505. I think Just Tune said 495.
995.
No, 995. Okay. Like the Price is Right over here. Oh yeah, sorry. Alright, so
How many here?
there's 7.
7.
4.
That can't be right? 674?
There's no way.
Bam!
Well, it's spiked right there.
Yeah.
It was maybe try 5th gear. I don't know. Alright, so we're gonna put the stock map in it via the JB4 right now. Gotta hold the button in over here. We got stock air boxes. Everything is stock. Only thing we did was the JB4, and it's on E30 fuel. That's pretty damn impressive. 519 wheel horsepower. Which is exactly what the guys at JB4 claim theirs did, which is crazy. Alright, so we put the stock tune in it, the stock map on the JB4. We're gonna see how much power it makes stock. Alright, so it made 441 on the stock map. That's with the E30 fuel in it, which is 100 octane. So it's about where it should be. So it picks up, you know, about 80 wheel horsepower on the JB4 plug-and-play system, which is incredible. Makes a huge difference on the car. I've been wanting to know if that actually is that big of a difference on the dyno, and it really is. So about the best $600 you can spend on one of these new M3, M4 cars. Takeover Tulsa, first time here, and we thought it'd be funny to get people putting their hands over the snorkel, I call it, off the blower, and I rev up my car. So we'll see what happens here when I do it. Cletus at LS Fest, he stuck his hand over my hood and I just revved it up just to mess with him, and it sucked his hand down in the tube, so I didn't know if he was exaggerating or if it really does that. So we're gonna try it here right now. We got some people out here. Let's see what happens. Oh, Cundy.
I got the angle, hold on.
Alright, so I just ran the C7. We did a little roll racing with it. Super hot out here. Still went 158. Working a lot of bugs out of the car right now at this point. It's still the exact same as it was in Bowling Green. We didn't have time to do any changes on it this last week, getting ready for Street Car Takeover Tulsa. But we are going to run it here again here in a little bit once it starts to cool down. I'm going to run another drag pass with it, try to beat our personal best with the bugs that we're having in now. We're just trying to work them out, try different things, and then you know, we'll get this car in the low 8s, high 7s here very quick. But right now we're just trying to go A to B with it and make solid, decent passes. Getting ready to run small tire. I entered small tire. They needed some extra cars, so I went ahead and entered the C7. I'm kind of outgunned here. I did actually draw the buy, but a guy showed up late, didn't know he needed to sign up, forgot to sign up, whatever, so I'm actually going to be racing a car. Gave up my buy spot. It's my event. I kind of felt like I should. So I'm going to run a pass here. It's just 8 miles. We'll see what happens. So that pass in the C7, something was off, very much so. I think it went 930, like 145. It was going in and out of power, almost felt like it was missing the whole way. I knew there was something wrong. I figured it was probably something spark related. So as soon as I got back from the pass, I went and checked all my plug wires. Well, the pass before, as you saw, it smoked the tires. Well, that you didn't see in the video was it tire shook really bad right after it started spinning. And I think what it did was it almost knocked one of my spark plug wires off the spark plug. I was checking the spark plug wires when I got back from that pass. Cylinder number 2, I basically just tugged on the wire and the wire fell off the plug. So that was definitely my issue there, which was great. I felt very relieved that that's all it was. It was this wire here. I basically just lifted up on it and it just came right off the plug. So that was what that issue was on that pass. That was my last pass of the night. We didn't have any more time to make any more passes. So everything's going good. We're just still working out some bugs in the car. I do have some new parts that are coming in hopefully next week. Have them on the car before we go to Atlanta. We'll see what happens. We're all just basically waiting on some parts, and we'll see what happens with the C7 and SCT Atlanta. maybe we can do some big things in Atlanta this year. Put the stock wheels back on the M3. It actually looks really good. If you're wondering why I put the stock wheels back on the M3, well, it's because it's for sale. And what I have replacing it is gonna blow all of your guys' minds. It is definitely something that you're probably not gonna expect, but we're gonna do it. It's probably gonna piss some people off, but we'll see what happens. I'm not gonna tell anyone what it's gonna be, but you'll wanna know, and we are gonna do a full step-by-step build on it with Just Tune. And it should be pretty cool. So make sure you subscribe and follow along on that journey on the car that we're going to be picking up.